just going to begin a reading on Britney Spears. And whether or not this has been going on for some time. People have been wondering if she's been trying to indicate, especially given the situation that she's having with her father, to regain her independence, basically, from his control. So I'm going to take a look and just see. I had my daughter ask me to do this reading some time ago, and someone's requesting it again, so I feel like I'll go ahead and take a look. I had meant to get to it earlier, but there's a lot of material to read on. And frankly, for me, at this point, not enough energy and time in the day to take the break that you need to in order to, it's not good to read. You need to make sure that you refresh your energy. It takes a lot of energy to read. And especially if you have a channel, because then you're also, in communication with people a lot. So got to make sure that while you take action, you take rest too. And I don't know why, but I feel like that is important for Britney as well for some reason. But let's just take a look at the future of that. And more to the point, the first question of, is she trying to give signs or indicate that something's not right, or is she doing that, or even doing it subconsciously? Now, social media representatives for her have come forward and said that she's not doing that, but I have doubts to ever just accept what I'm being told about from anyone. So I'll look at the cards and see what they say. All right, so is Britney Spears feeling confined enough that she's trying to relate messages about how she's feeling through her videos? Or is this being subconsciously done? And I want to look at her quest for being free from her father's oversight. So I'm asking Spirit to help me. And when I say Spirit, I mean a collection. Ancestors, spiritual helpers, Creator. And I give thanks. Okay, so it's Britney Spears. Britney is a Sagittarius. I meant to do this while I'm shuffling and tuning in on her. Her moon is in Aquarius. I got this from Astro... What is this? Astrocharts.com. So her sun is in Sagittarius. Her moon is in Aquarius. Her Mercury is in Sagittarius. Her Venus is in Capricorn, Mars, Virgo, Jupiter, Scorpio, Saturn, Libra. Neptune, Sagittarius. She has a lot of Sagittarius. Sagittarius is in Uranus. And she has Libra and Pluto. Her ascendant is Libra, and her midheaven is Cancer. So, Britney Jean. Asking Spirit to reveal to us what is going on with her. Is very confusing for those of us on the outside looking in. Many people are concerned that her father isn't controlling her too tightly. Doesn't seem right to a lot of us. So, just wanted to know what's going on. What can you reveal to us? What do we need to understand about her situation? And will she ever be free of it? Okay, we have this card of Strength. So this does deal with a domineering, it can deal with a domineering factor or a power play. But we have to see the other cards coming down the chute here. Yes, there's to deal with, I think we're being shown, because I read in pairs, that when she was not well and needed to pull back and retreat and heal, he took over. Okay. Feel like it's acknowledging that kind of aspect. There are some things that are not publicly known here. And the Tower. And I feel that something that is a secret aspect, that all I can say is that doesn't serve her life, will change, and it will change suddenly. There could be some secrets that get leaked out that really end up altering the situation of his having power over her and quote unquote not being well. I feel like that was definitely part of the past, but has that gone on too long? We're given a tantalizing, and I don't mean that to be distasteful, but there's something very significant here that will happen suddenly. And it has to do with something that has been kept secret, purposefully kept hidden. This is about work and about it can be about repetition and her work and doing something over and over again, and perfection. Someone having a perfection complex. There's also an effect of summoning with this particular card from this rather particular deck, also because of the artwork, is in a summoning form. There is great change. Again, with the Wheel of Fortune, connected to that with work, connected to also as a result of, I feel like, doing something over and over again to perfection. She, I think, could end up getting her freedom because of this up here, and then I get the Wheel of Fortune, I get the Chariot, and I get the Knight of Wands. Okay, so there's like, this feels very freeing here. This feels like a significant freedom. And there's movement and enthusiasm. This, I feel like, shows, oh, okay. This is, I think, you know, she had her mental breakdown. He took over her stuff and took over her affairs for her. But sometimes what can start out, okay, as help can be hard for some people to let go, possibly too when they need to let go. What I would say to that, in fact, is that she has, with this Eight of Pentacles, been getting better. There's a significant change. A change enough where there's more freedom and there's success and enthusiasm. But this final card here is about being held accountable for one's actions, that the past matters, and you get what's coming depending on your efforts. And I see that she's put in effort, a lot of effort here. So I would think that she's got a karmic return with this situation that would be positive for her. Here's a King of Wands. I don't know if this represents her father. He may be in a fire sign. I know Britney surely is the fire sign here, or would be a Queen of Wands. Here we are dealing with a kind of a family card, and also a card of really one's greater happiness and sense of having your own life. And with your family. It can sometimes also be like a facade, depending upon the cards nearby. 10 of Swords. Very painful. She's getting, yeah, you know, I feel like it's time for her father to let go. She's put the work in according to the universe, and with that Wheel of Fortune, it says it's time for her now to experience the freedom and movement without restriction that she should have and has enthusiasm for. He needs to face that if he doesn't do this, it would look like you're going to ruin your ties with your family here. It's really, and it might end up having to kind of be that way, because I do see a change. I do see an ending and a change, and I think it will affect her relationship with her dad. But let's pull a couple extra cards. The Fool, there is a new start. And the Ten of Pentacles, a real new start, and I think she has control over her perhaps her finances, or she's free to have someone help her with that or do whatever. I feel like it feels like it's hers, and for her now to hold this new responsibility. There's in a greater position of power, greater ground and leverage to defend herself, because it's been very oppressive with that 10 of Wands. It's like it's unbearable to her. I think most definitely there's very complicated situation that's rather sad to me, because I think her father might be in denial. I don't know about what he's doing, but that's saying clearly to me he needs to let her go and give her this opportunity. It is her life to, stumble, do whatever she's got to do, but it's hers to do, and that she has put the work in. And I see he's damaging his bond and image of himself and his family. Ties may undergo damage. We're also getting the end of a cycle with 2 10s here, and that, another 10, there's 3 10s, 4 10s. Huge changes coming for Britney, and I feel like it's a release from a pent-up pressure point that she's been living under. And a new start with money, but looks like there's looking at something maybe shady where money was concerned. Contracts perhaps needs to be careful. This is where people can be shady, or there's loss or duplicity. This could be contracts, payment, but I feel like it's the contract of payment. There's decisions, but there's feeling confined. She was confined for making about her own money. There's abandonment. And just like, I think Dad's gonna be, I think she will get her freedom. I see her getting a fresh start. It's like she's released from captivity. I'm serious. There's a lot of complication in there, but I do see on the horizon, and rather quickly in the near future, it's going to just begin to get going. But I do see her regaining her freedom. And there's been like a great deal of worry. That's over. There's been a great deal of anxiety having to do with fame, having to do with that, regaining control of her life. And I see her very emotional about it. And there's the 3 of Cups, very happy. Okay, so I do see a sense of release from that. And there was some sort of manipulation going on of the control factor here again. We're running into where we're dealing with power plays between people. And it happens in families, of course it does, and especially so. And it can, that doorway of I'm doing the best thing for you, and maybe that it is for the moment, but then it can morph into something else, because once people get a taste of control, they don't like to relinquish it, and they may make excuses. And I think that she's going to be freed, definitely, because I get cards that represent being freed from feeling confined. And so there's your reading on Brit. Love her. Oh, if you like this content, please feel free to like and subscribe, please. Share with those that you think might enjoy it too. Thanks so much. And thumbs up, please, too. That helps. All right. Bye.